So, Scott, why don't you tell us a little bit about the MacDermid EnvioTRI, all that it does, and give our readers a little bit more information about it.
So the EnvioTRI was designed to make sure that applicators didn't run into treatment problems as they transition from hexavalent chrome to trivalent chrome chemistries. So with trivalent chromium chemistries, the chrome is complexed, and there's various complexers in these chemistries, and on the back end of that can start to tie up your waste stream and tie up other metals and cause chrome to rise to non-compliant numbers.
Right.
And so what the EnvioTRI does is it separates the chromium in those complexers from those rinse waters that are flowing to waste, so that the water then flowing to waste is nearly free of chrome and it's free of those complexers.
Right.
And then, so you've got that clean water going to waste, and then the chrome and the complexers are concentrated into a minimized solution that can be sent off-site for external treatment, eliminating the need to have to worry about doing it in-house and worrying about your chrome or other metallics falling out of compliance.
Right. So it is true that, like I said, people that are switching from the hex to the tri, I've understood that tri is a little bit harder to deal with in the wastewater. I mean, there's great benefits to it, right? You're getting rid of some of the regulatory issues with hexavalent, but there is a little bit of you need to pay more attention to it, correct?
Yes, of course. I mean, obviously, we all know about the carcinogenic effects that are talked about with hexavalent chrome. And with trivalent chrome, the finishes that you get are, they're just as good in terms of quality. And you can achieve a wide variety of colors with trivalent chrome, and then you're using less energy than with hexavalent chrome. So yes, there is benefits, but on the waste treatment end of things, because of those various complexers in these chemistries, they can cause some problems.
Gotcha. Let's talk about a shop that's moved over to trivalent. So what would be outline some of the benefits that would be for them to use this product?
Yeah. So right now, typically in industry, there's two main ways that people that have switched over to trivalent chrome are treating their waste. The first is chemically, using hydrogen peroxide and UV light to break down those complexing agents. And then once you've broken down those complexing agents, you can precipitate out the chrome, whether you use sodium hydroxide or calcium hydroxide. And that works. It works just fine. The only drawbacks with it is that those batch treatments typically can take several hours, and you're going to generate a lot of sludge doing that. And then the other common practice is vacuum evaporation. So you take these rinse waters that have chrome in them that are flowing to waste, and you evaporate off the water and minimize that chrome solution, and then you send that off site. Again, that also works, but it's vacuum evaporation, so it's going to use a lot of energy. With the EnvioTRI, the biggest benefits are that it's small in terms of the footprint that it has, like space-wise, and then it's fully automated.
I was going to ask you about that, of how much is that automated, and you're saying fully automated, correct?
Oh, yeah. Outside of, changing out a couple consumables every now and then, you really shouldn't have to touch it. Obviously with everything, you want to make sure somebody's there to check on it and make sure it hasn't, got a fault or anything like that. But no, it's very automated.
Gotcha.
And like I said, it's going to remove the trivalent chrome and complexes from the rinse that would be going to waste. And so that stream that you have going to waste now, being it almost, water that's free of complexers and nearly free of chrome, it's going to reduce your wastewater treatment efforts and costs. Your sludge generation, produced from this is going to be very small because, again, you're hardly sending any chrome to waste at all. And then it's going to have a low energy demand compared to vacuum evaporation. This thing is, a couple pumps and whatnot, but it's nowhere near anything that you would see for vacuum evaporation.
Right. I understand it's almost higher than 99% removal of trichrome, correct? It's a pretty high removal rate.
Yes, it's gotten to that levels. We've seen anywhere between, 90% up to 99%, but typically, yes, removal rates of chrome are very high.
Right. Okay. Great. For a transition process, say a customer wants to put this, to use this. What are some initial steps that they need to consider, or what would they be doing to implement this?
Making sure they've got the space for it, but again, it's not super big. This thing wasn't designed to, with a bunch of tanks and whatnot to go in a waste treatment system. It was designed to be set up online, just next to the plating line. So the space, and then really just making sure you're able to transfer it over to our machine. So getting that rinse, diverting it from rather going to waste to our machine now, and then making sure you can get it back to waste. But other than that, once it gets to our machine, the machine does the rest.
Right, right. And like I said, regulations are coming down the pike almost every day. A lot of local water districts are, these local water systems that these shops have are constantly, lowering and the numbers are going down. And this really is getting ready for, I don't want to say future proofing, but you're getting ready for what is coming down the pike, correct?
Yes. I mean, this was designed with obviously sustainability in mind, but also the fact that we know regulations and the rules around hexavalent chrome are getting stricter by the day. I mean, there's already places in the U.S. and I know in other parts of the world across the pond that it's banned or it's going to be banned, and there's already dates set for when it's going to be banned. So this was something designed in mind of making sure that when that day comes and you're no longer able to use hexavalent chrome, you're ready for it.
Right. And that's one of the things is that, like I said, I know that was one of the hesitations, some people going from the, going from the hexavalent to the trivalent was a little bit more of a concern about wastewater, but this seems to eliminate that roadblock, right? A lot to allow them to switch over.
Correct. I mean, there's still like I said, there's a minimized solution that gets created with this that you're going to have to haul off. But again, if you were doing that already, people that were, there's applicators that are hauling off all their rinse. This is going to significantly reduce that. And the stuff that you are sending to waste is going to be, it's nothing that you have to worry about. It's pretty much just sending, it's water with just a little bit of, the rest of the metallics that were in your chrome bath, but not any of the chrome or the complexes.
Gotcha. Great information. I think, like I said, people can reach MacDermid Envio and their website and get more information. Again, Scott, I appreciate you taking time out to really explain this to us. I appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem. Thanks for having me, Tim.
Mm-hmm.